Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Thanks for tuning in this week. I'm Dustin from Waller's Wallet, and today we're going to be taking a look at how to get to Hawaii on the cheap. And many people don't realize how easy it is to use our points and miles to get us to Hawaii. Paying for the airfare itself can be very expensive. Fortunately for us, points and miles can make it for a fraction of the cost. Now, which credit cards are going to give you a big bonus to really get you to Hawaii for very little money? Cards like the Chase Sapphire Preferred, which has a 50,000 point bonus after you spend $4,000 in the first 90 days. The Chase Sapphire Reserve, which again has a 50,000 point bonus after spending $4,000 in the first 90 days, but it does come with a $450 fee. Card like the Chase Ink Preferred, which is a business card but has an 80,000 point bonus with a $5,000 spend in the first 90 days. Moving on to American Express, the American Express Premier Rewards Gold has a 50,000 point bonus with a $2,000 spend if you go private browser. Public offers are typically $25,000. I would really stress going to a private browser. The American Express Everyday Preferred has a 30,000 point bonus after you spend $2,000 in the first 90 days. That is a $95 fee up front as well. The American Express Platinum Card. This card you can find this card with a 100,000 point bonus. It has a $550 fee that is not waived. It does come with a lot of perks, but for a 100,000 point bonus, it definitely is worth it. The American Express SPG card, now this card comes with a 30,000 point bonus after a $3,000 spend and a $95 fee up front. Now the big draw with the SPG card is when you transfer 20,000 points to an airline, they give you an extra 5,000 point bonus on top of that. So your 30,000 points are really 35,000 points for airline transfer. The Citi Thank You Premier, the bonus comes and goes, but it's been as high as 50,000 points after $3,000 in the first 90 days. And then there's the Citi Prestige. The Citi Prestige has a 50,000 point bonus after spending $3,000 in the first 90 days, but it does come with a hefty $450 fee as well. While looking at all the credit card bonuses out there, you can see how easy it is to amass a lot of points to make that trip to Hawaii possible for very little out of pocket. Now let's take a look at how we're going to use those points to fly to Hawaii for cheap. First, we're going to start off with Singapore Airlines, and Singapore Airlines is a transfer partner of the four big transfer partner banks. It's a transfer partner of Chase, American Express, Citi, and SPG. Now the reason why we want to look at Singapore Airlines is that it's a member of Star Alliance, and that gives us access to United flights. To fly to Hawaii using Singapore airline miles is 35,000 miles round trip. The same flight using United miles will be 45,000 miles round trip. So by using Singapore airline miles, we actually save ourselves 10,000 miles per person. So how do we search the availability for Singapore Airlines to fly to Hawaii? So the first thing you want to do is jump over to United Airlines website. Once you get there, you're going to enter your airports that you're departing and arriving to and your dates. Now from there, you're going to hit search. This is the key piece. In order to book on Singapore Airlines, you're going to need to find saver availability on United Airlines. Once you find the saver availability, you're going to want to transfer your miles from your Chase, American Express, Citi, or SPG account to your Singapore KrisFlyers account. Also, a tip would be to make profiles for your entire family. It's definitely going to speed up the process of booking this flight. Next, we're going to take a look at Flying Blue. Just like Singapore Airlines, Flying Blue is a transfer partner of the four big credit card companies: Chase, American Express, Citi Thank You Points, and SPG Points. Flying Blue is a member of the SkyTeam Alliance, which is going to give us access to Delta Airlines. Now, flights round trip using Flying Blue miles is going to be 30,000 points per person and about $5 in taxes and fees. A really nice piece about booking with Flying Blue is you're going to be able to book these online. There's going to be no need to call any representatives to book this flight. All online. It's going to be much faster and easier, and compared to Singapore Airlines, it's going to save you more miles. Next, we're going to take a look at Korean Air SkyPass. Now this one might take a little bit more work, but it could definitely be worth the effort. Now, Korean Airlines is part of the SkyTeam Alliance, just like Flying Blue. But Korean Airlines is a transfer partner of Chase and SPG only. Last year, Korean Airlines added online searching capabilities for partner airlines to their website, but it's a little clunky and not all-inclusive. Now, to make our airfare search more complete, we're going to use Flying Blue. Now, the reason why we use Flying Blue is because it does have better award availability showing than Korean Airlines. Now, you can also use Delta, but Delta doesn't have a published award chart, so it makes it a little bit more subjective and a little bit more difficult to find. If it's posted on Flying Blue, you should be able to book it on Korean Airlines. If you can find that availability either online or through Flying Blue, online searches you can book online, there's not a problem there. But if you were to find it on Flying Blue, you're going to need to call Korean Airlines and you're going to need to book over the phone. Now, the reason why this could be worth the time is that it is only 25,000 miles round trip and about $11 to Hawaii. Korean Airlines does not differentiate between the 48 states and Hawaii and Alaska. It is all considered North America. So this is a really good opportunity to really extend our points and miles for a flight to Hawaii. If you decide to search Korean Airlines for availability to Hawaii, you need to be patient. It is definitely going to be time consuming. For 25,000 miles round trip to Hawaii, I definitely think it's worth the effort. Lastly, we're going to look at British Airways. British Airways Avios is a really good option for people who live on the west coast of the United States. Now, if you can look from the west coast and find a non-stop flight to Hawaii, it's going to be 12,500 miles plus about $5.60 for your flight. Now, British Airways prices out their flights per segment. So if you have a one stop, it's going to add those segments together. So really the ideal here is a non-stop flight. By using one of these 4 airline programs to search for your availability to Hawaii, you're really going to save yourself a lot of airline miles to fly to Hawaii. Depending on where you live, one of these airlines might be better for you than others. You're definitely going to look at all of them to make a decision on which airline to use. Now, Singapore Airlines and Flying Blue are going to be the easiest to accrue their miles. Korean Airlines is going to give you the best redemption value if you could find the availability, but it has fewer partners to transfer from, just like British Airways. So to sum it up, flexibility is going to be key. Even by changing your dates by 1 day can open up saver availability, which is going to cost you fewer miles. Flexible currency is going to be your best friend. It gives you the most options to use your points and saves you from devaluation. By looking at Chase, American Express, Citi, and even SPG have a host of airlines you can transfer to, which give you the best opportunity to find those saver availabilities and save yourself thousands of miles. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in tonight. I hope you learned a tip or two on how to use your flexible points to make that dream trip to Hawaii a reality. I post new videos every Thursday, so if you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button down below and I'll see you all next week. Safe travels and take care.